Thank you very much. Thank you, Your Excellency. I'm very happy to meet you for the first time today. Although I've worked for you, maybe indirectly, I'm Professor Leonard Aisien. Yeah, I am one of the 24 subject experts that actually did the Edo State Development Plan. 30-year development. 30-year development plan for Edo State. And I know what's involved. Actually, we took that job with passion. And I think I had more than 2 good months, sleepless nights, working all through the day, night, to come up with that wonderful document. And when I see what's happening today, I feel very sad. You know, we belong to the academic community. We are hardly in gatherings like this. When Abad called me that you're coming, I said, okay, I will come, but initially, I've not made up my mind. But however, the day before yesterday, I was called that Obaseki is coming to Manchester, and they have agreed that nobody should go. I said, why? They say, if you go, you become a Oyomba. What do you mean by that? At this time and age? As a matter of fact, that was when I made up my mind to come. You know, those of us in the academic community, that's what we do. I want to come and see why I should not be here. So I want to thank you so much for the wonderful work you have done, because I was actually interested because of my efforts and time I put into the government, though from the back door, you know, we normally work, we are not seen. And if you see that wonderful document, some of those things that are there, it's so painful that many of them may never be implemented. But if that document is followed, Edo in 30 years, I think it will be more than Manchester, from what we wrote in that document. So it's so painful. And I still want to begin to continue to appeal to those of us in diaspora. We should continue to be interested in what's actually happening back home in Benin. But the only question I want to ask you, sir, but like I said, for mine, just a comment. The only question I want to ask you, I've done a lot of research, I've read, but I just want you to still enlighten because people want to hear from you. So what is the difference between MOWAA and Benin Royal Museum? Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I'll take the other next set of 3 questions. First, let me start from the very last question. Professor Aisien, thank you so much. And I'm glad that a personality like this is in this audience. We're looking at Edo in the next generation, the next 30 years. No, it's okay. So that, you know, yeah. And I had people like him. I've never really met him, like he said. And, you know, many like him, of people who've accomplished in life. We brought them together to help us plan, to look at what we have, so that we can make our states, our town, what God really wants it to be. The empire was not a fluke. There was a reason. So I am glad that I had people like you who worked on that document. And it's really sad that this administration essentially just took that plan and trashed it. We hired about 100 young men and women to grow the plan. So you are 22, 25 today. We say in 30 years' time, when you are 53, what do you see yourself being? So these children were supposed to grow with the plan. The first thing this administration did was sack all of them. Sack the future. So what sort of politics is that? To your specific question, that plan also had a plan of the cultural district. And as I said in my interview, when I came into office, I said, one unique advantage that Edo has, which no other, I can't think of any other state, is our culture and our history. So if we put ourselves in a position where we clean it up and make it attractive, people will come and see this great place. And we started working. That's how I got the Edo State government to join the Benin Dialogue Group, discussing about how to return these artifacts. I don't want to exchange words with the palace. We have to continue to revere them and protect them, even if they don't protect themselves. Because it's something we've inherited. I keep insisting that our monarchy is our inheritance. We should not trash it. Even if they want to trash it, we should try and prevail on them not to trash it. Do you understand? Because that history, that institution, was there before us and will be there after us. It is the institution, not the person, who should protect. You understand? So I will not support anybody exchanging words, and it's really painful and shameful and sad, some of the things we're seeing. But that we cannot say because we are ashamed or we are happy with some behavior and utterances from the palace that we must now exchange words and say things about it. We should not. These two will pass. We will, by the grace of God, continue that institution. Nobody can stop it. Do you understand? So the difference is that we have, the state government say we will support arts and culture. We will create a cultural district at the heart of the city. So when people come and they are looking for this great Benin Empire, they will still see things we will to show them. This is where this was, this is, So we have MOWAA, because the palace said they did not want to be involved in MOWAA. They were involved before. The crown prince was the trustee representing the palace. With the approval of the father. Because they said they didn't want to be part of it, we said no problem. The MOWAA will continue to be a campus, a research institute. It will have the capacity for storing these delicate artifacts for anybody in West Africa. And that the Benin Empire transcended Benin. The Benin Empire spread to most of West Africa. That's one of the reasons why they gave the name the Museum of West African Arts. And the palace said they wanted to have their own museum. We said, okay, we will support, just like we supported MOWAA, we will support the Royal Museum. As far as I know, land was acquired opposite the palace. So there's some land there that was cleared. A committee was set up with eminent Nigerians to bring about that project in 2022. Till tomorrow, I have not seen one piece of paper relating to the Benin Royal Museum. No design, no costing, nothing. How would you support, how would you give money to that project? Do you understand? So that's why I say I don't see the reason, outside of mischief, I don't see the reason for all of this. There's no need for it. There is a national museum there too. You understand? So we'll have 3 museums in Benin, according to that plan. The state government also supported the National Museum. So what is the problem? Is there a problem? The artifacts, MOWAA said, okay, we are not interested in the artifacts. Right? Okay, if federal government, all the artifacts belong to them, fine, give it to them. But I don't see how all the artifacts will belong to one person. Because I've seen some of the collections. In Benin, each homestead, each family has a hure, right? Is it not? There are 50 hures identified in the collections. All those 50 belong to one person. Is it possible? So, but I don't think we should. Those are distractions. The important thing is that we want Benin City to be a cultural hub. If we have museums there, people will come. They will spend money. Hotels will spring up. Catering services, people who have restaurants, they will feed people. Taxi drivers will have business. Is that not? I came here yesterday. You drive through Manchester alone. How many museums do you have? If you just go down there, I saw one, the Museum of Illusion. You go there, you see a football museum. Is it not? So what is the problem? Ask yourself, why the fight? It is just distraction and mischief. You understand? Today you can see something that has been built, isn't it? You saw it, you've seen it. So if we want to build another one, what is the problem? But we could not have not built that. The things that will not be said is that if we had done certain things in a certain way, you would not have seen that museum. And the people who brought the money are not like us. There must be transparency. Right? There must be transparency. That is why we created those transparent structures. That is why those people brought the money. If people are angry with that, it's unfortunate. Let them start their own and see how they can raise the money and build more. Is that clear? I will not say more. I hope you understand what I'm saying. To answer your question, when we talk about shame, there are certain things that you're just ashamed about. You don't even want to you don't know how to approach. Because by our upbringing, by our breeding, there are certain things people in certain positions are not expected to utter. Their utterances, their words are supposed to be guided. Because anything somebody at a certain level says has implications and ramifications. You are trying to look for that. And you are saying, even if it were true, was that the audience, to the people he was talking to? those words to the people he was talking to. Do you understand the implication? Do you understand the ramification for national? I mean, please, some things, the amount of shame that we have gathered in the last few weeks, it's just unbearable. And let us look for a way to just reduce the shame. So I won't want to go there because I don't see the relationship, but it's just unfortunate. That's the way I'll say it. It's really, really sad, and it's really unfortunate. This is not who we are as a people. Security. Security, like politics, is local. Somebody who wants to come and create insecurity that comes from outside does not know your place as well as the people who live there. So if you mobilize the people who are in a place, they will be able to stop anybody coming in to create insecurity. So that's what we did. We used technology. As chief security officer, we had developed and that's why we always pray for Solomon Arase, a former IGP. I worked with him. He pointed me and said, look, let us use technology. We had what I call a security information database. Every day, any incident in Edo, whether it is kidnapping, whether it is rape, whether it is homicide, whether it is cultism, whether it is drug-related, I got a report either from DSS, police, army, national defense, and we documented, we recorded every incident. Every week, every month, we then we do a study. And you can see trends and relationships, and you now ask, what is going on here? Right? We then got the local communities. You see, one of the reasons why you have problems with security in Edo today, it was caused by Governor Obaseki. He is the one responsible for the insecurity in Edo State because of his politics. And you know why I say so? At the local level, you need the local government because the local government is close to the communities. These vigilante arrangements are worked on at the very local level. So one of the things I've done is destabilize local government. You don't have local government chairman, you don't have local government councils. So you cannot monitor security at the local level again. That's what I used. As governor, I got information from every ward, from every local government on a daily basis. So if you're not getting information, how can you know what is going on? If there's a problem here, we know we'll call the sector commander and say, what happened here? There's this kidnapping. You will now mobilize the police, the army, and the hunters and go after them. Those things are not there anymore. In the case of in Benin, we had what we call a command and control center. All the security agencies were in that center. Any incident we look at, just like you have in Manchester here. We have cameras. We had emergency numbers everywhere. And we empower the people to give us information. So that way, when you get information, you now know how to respond. But none of that is going on today. No coordination. Security is about intelligence. Security is about it's local. Do you understand? That when I had the problem in Ewu, the same thing. I'll go there, I'll speak to the ONOJ, we'll speak to the community heads, speak to the hunters, up to the hunters. They know who has come where in what forests. They give you information, you don't have enough, you can't get the army to support the special squad. We had drones. I left almost 5 specialized drones to fly when they kidnaps people at that rail station. You know how we release them? So we left all of these. And people are playing politics with security. You understand? So I'm not in a blame game. I'm saying this thing can be done. Let us hold them accountable and force them to do what they are supposed to do. We did it before. So it can be done. You can secure Edo State. They should stop playing politics with security. More questions?